Today what we're going to do is we're going to substitute and evaluate expressions that contain replacement values. Okay, whenever we hear the word evaluate, that just means to substitute. In this first problem, we have n squared minus 3 times n plus 8. And every time we have an n in this expression, we are supposed to substitute that with 4. Now, when you have replacement values, you should always use parentheses when you replace that value. So I'm going to go ahead and put these parentheses in now as just a placeholder. And now every time I see the letter N, I'm supposed to replace that with a 4. Okay, now that we've replaced N with 4 each time that we see it, now we want to use our order of operations to simplify this expression. Now, if you recall, the order of operations is germ dice, so we want to do grouping first, then any exponents and roots, then multiplication or division depending on what's farthest left, and then last addition or subtraction. Okay, now I don't have anything to do in the grouping symbol, so I'm going to skip to exponents and roots, and I definitely see an exponent right here. 4 squared means 4 times 4, that's 16. Minus 3 times 4 plus 8. Now I see that I have, I've done my exponents and roots. Next we'll do multiplication and division, and I see multiplication right here. Negative 3 times 4 is negative 12. Oops. And I'll bring down the rest. Next we have addition and subtraction, but the subtraction is farther left, so I'll do that. 16 take away 12 is 4, and then I'll bring down the plus 8. And if I add 4 and 8, I get 12. Let's look at the next one. I've got 4 times the absolute value of whatever m is, take away whatever n is. Now, this is telling me that each time I see an m, I need to replace that with a 6, and each time I see n, I need to replace that with an 8. Okay, now we've got to do grouping first, and an absolute value symbol is a grouping symbol. So inside the grouping, I've got 6 take away 8, which is negative 2. Okay, now I've got to still finish my grouping. Absolute value means how far is the number from 0 on a number line. And negative 2 is 2 spaces from 0 on a number line, so the absolute value of negative 2 is 2. Now I'm left with 4 times 2, which is 8. Okay, let's look at number 3. We have s squared times t decreased by 10. All right, this is telling me that for s, I need to replace that with a negative 2. And for t, I need to replace that with 10. Okay, now it's time for us to follow our order of operations. So we want to do parentheses first, but there is nothing to do in the parentheses. Next, exponents and roots, and I see I've got an exponent right here, got negative 2 squared. And since that negative is in the parentheses, that means I need to square that also. So this means negative 2 times negative 2, which is positive 4. Now I've got subtraction and subtraction, but we want to do its farthest left. So I'll do 4 take away 10 first. And 4 take away 10 is negative 6. Then bring down your minus 10. And negative 6 take away 10 is going to give you negative 16. All right, looking at number 4, we've got the quantity of A, and A is 6, plus B, and B is negative 8, and we want to square all of this. Now, according to germ dice, we've got to do it in grouping first. So in grouping, we have 6 plus a negative 8, and that's going to give us negative 2. And then we've got to square that. Okay, the only thing we have to do is exponents now. So we've got to square negative 2, and that means negative 2 times negative 2, and that is positive 4. Now for number 5, I've got 2 times whatever x is squared minus 5 times x times y decreased by y, or whatever y is, let's just say it like that, cubed. Okay, now let's go ahead and substitute. Instead of x, we're supposed to substitute in a negative 3. Instead of that x, we're going to substitute in a negative 3. Instead of y, we're supposed to substitute in a negative 2. And instead of y, we're supposed to substitute in a negative 2. Now we need to be very careful and do our order of operations. We should start with grouping, but in the grouping, there's nothing for me to do. So we'll move to exponents and roots. And I've got an exponent here and here, but of course we want to go from left to right. So we have negative 3 to the second power, and that just means negative 3 times negative 3, and a negative times a negative is a positive. So that's going to give me positive 9. I'm just going to copy down everything else before I get to my next exponent. Now we've got to do this exponent. I've got negative 2 to the third power. That means negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2. Well, a negative times a negative times a negative is a negative, and 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. Okay, so I've done my grouping, I've done my exponents, I don't have any roots, so now I'll do multiplication and division. Well, I've got multiplication here, oops, and I've got multiplication right here and here, but I need to work from left to right. So I'm going to do 2 times 9 first, which is 18 minus 5 times negative 3 times negative 2, and a minus minus is a plus, so we'll just say plus 8 to make it more simple. Now, I still have multiplication, so I've got to work from left to right. So I'm going to work on this multiplication right here next. Okay, a negative times a negative is a positive, and 5 times 3 is 15. Okay, I still have not finished my multiplication. I've got a little right here, so I'll work on that. I've got to multiply 15 times negative 2. Well, positive times a negative is a negative, and 15 times 2 is 30. Now, I've just got subtraction and addition, but we know when we have addition and subtraction in the same step, we've got to work from left to right. So I will do 18 take away 30 first, and 18 take away 30 will give me negative 12. Then I've got plus 8, and negative 12 plus 8 is going to give me negative 4.